Hey, what's good, everybody? It is 8 p.m. Central, and we are about to start this live. We got Oliv Blu of Loop Theory and Freesole on the Real Ones podcast today. We've really been cranking out interviews. I'm kind of kind of going off. I don't know. We're gonna see. Okay, Olive just joined. Olive is our guest today. We're gonna take a couple minutes before we get into it, but just to get some viewers involved, let me see if I can go live with. Okay, so I have that option. I'll do that right now.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you? I'm good. I just got back from playing kickball with some friends. This is like the first time I've done something like this whole year
Yeah.
because of Corona and all that. But of course, I injured myself. So I got my leg up over here. But we won. I'm glad to say that we won that round. And I took on
Okay. All right.
the team. I caught the ball. So, it's all good.
Yeah,
How are
that's
you?
awesome. Yeah, it's been tough to really do anything in terms of interviews these days. So we got to get creative. That's
Yes.
I saw the kickball on your story, so I was I was gonna ask about that.
Oh man.
Are you y'all big kickball players over there, or what's?
No, this is like honestly, I just texted my friends. I was like, y'all, I feel like a kid again. I haven't played kickball in so long and yeah, it was fun. It was lots of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we got some viewers coming in, 6, 7. Yeah, that's I mean
Yeah.
it's the yeah, what's good everybody? I'm gonna try to wave to as many people as possible. I got the the chat feature. It's really
Yeah.
only our second live. It's not necessarily my preferred method just because like obviously you want to do in person, but like uh
Mm-hmm.
and then Zoom can sometimes have better connect, but we're gonna
Yeah.
give it our best shot. I got some questions prepared for you. Ooh,
Yay.
yeah.
Hey Lauren, how are you?
What's up, Lauren? Oh, Vlad.
Dope photographer, y'all. Like,
Yeah. She's crazy. She's she's got some stuff coming out for Loop Theory. Tease.
yes. Oh my
Uh,
goodness. I just
Vlad, who's one of our writers on the staff, said, "I'm a kickball champ, fourth grade. What's up?" So,
Hey.
man, you got to come down here to Chicago, man. Gonna see if you can give me this work or something.
Yeah.
We can
It's
we can get going if you like. Where the thing is with like saving these, it's like I want to make sure that the connections are really good so we can because I'm gonna eventually edit this and make it into like the full podcast episode. So yeah, you're welcome, Lauren.
hey.
So what we usually do at the top of the show is talk about I usually plug some charities and also some like music recommendations. So I'm wondering first on and foremost, like what have you been listening to recently?
Oh my goodness. When people say this, I'm always like, oh my gosh, what have I been listening to? Because I find that a lot of times, like, so I will collect songs. I like it on Spotify. I love Spotify, by the way.
Of course.
And then I don't even know the names of what I'm listening to, but I'm gonna pull up my Spotify right now because
Yeah. I usually
oh, I know exactly what song I'm about to tell you.
all right.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I usually go through like my on repeat and stuff and just some of like the playlists with the algorithm and whatever, you just press shuffle and like sometimes I don't
Yes.
even know the songs either. That's the it's the same shit.
Mhm. Spotify is really good with their playlists. I would say like that is actually the main reason why I went to them.
Yeah.
But my song that I've been jamming to right now is Hit Different by SZA featuring Ty Dolla Sign. The song hit different.
Yeah,
I
what
really, really
what
enjoyed
can you
that
say?
song a lot.
That's her new one, right? That was like the most
Yep.
recent drop.
Very, very recent. So it's okay if you haven't checked it out yet. It is I've probably played it every day since it's been out. So
That's great. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I obviously heard it once or twice when it like first dropped, but I think in order to like for a song to really get in your mental and stuff, you got to play it a bunch of times.
you do.
Yeah. So I mean, when the full episode comes out, there's like a little monologue I'll do, and I'll add some stuff. But one song I did want to plug, uh, is this is a song by Triathlon, which is like one of those bedroom pop indie bands.
Mm.
It's called You. They just released this little EP called Sleep Cycle, and the
Ooh.
production on that is super dreamy. And I was just listening to that on my way back. I just finished up the dinner rush for DoorDash, so we're
Ooh.
back. We're working hard out
Eh,
here,
Yo,
trying to get
so
some money.
you, a side note, so you shop, not shop, but you deliver with DoorDash. I used to do Uber Eats like all the time, but
Yeah,
at the start of this year, my car became too old. Now my car is 21 years old,
that's
and
crazy.
man, but honestly, like I will fully endorse doing Uber Eats now. I can still do Instacart,
Yeah.
but it's really good as an artist. I don't like normal jobs. I like to have a little bit more control. Even if sometimes I'm like really lazy with it, it's like just really easy to get some extra money. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Nah, I mean, in terms of like monetizing your art until you get there, the side hustles are really important.
Yes, yes.
So, I want to talk about kind of how you got started with making music and maybe where the name Olive Blue came from.
Okay. Well, so let's start with Olive Blue because that is the story that I remember so vividly when Olive Blue came to mind. So my middle name is Olivia,
Yeah,
and okay, wait, actually I need to backtrack just a little bit. So when I was thinking of like what I wanted my stage name to be, because I knew I wanted one, because my first name is Janelle and
yeah.
I always listen to Janelle Monáe, and I was like, well, it can't be two, like I just can't.
You don't want to steal anything.
Right? I'm like, it'll be cool, but nah, like I need to be my own thing. So I'm looking at my one of my all-time favorite artists, Erykah Badu, and how she got her name. And she changed the spelling of her first name, Erica, to her. The original spelling is Erica
Mhm.
versus Erykah. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go with my middle name, Olivia, and shorten it to Olive. And then her favorite scat sound is Badu, like Badu Badu Badu, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the favorite thing that I could be? I'm like, blue. Blue is my favorite color, so I just mashed olive and blue together. And I also like how it sounds like I love you. So, and then I
Yeah,
took
there's
the
a
E off.
little, yeah, it's got some flow to it. Exactly.
Yeah, I also took the E off because I feel like it just looked better. There's no special reason. Like I don't have anything against E's, but yeah, that's how Olive Blue came about.
Yeah, and so for your career,
Yep. Oh, and then okay, so Free Soul is really where everything started. And it's funny because I just left them. We were playing kickball together. Some of us went to the same high school, others went to, like, we were just all in the same area in the south suburbs. And we just kind of, it started with one person, Leo. I want to say Leo was one who started this. And he just had the idea of making a collective with the same kind of brand and theme, and we were all kind of just getting started. So every Monday, we would link up, share our music, and just be inspired because that's what we needed. We were like our family outside of our family at the time, and they really pushed me to kind of just keep. I don't really take music too seriously. Like I knew I wanted to be a singer, but there was a time where I felt like it's like a one in a million chance of going like big, you know? So what like you know that self-doubt.
obviously.
So yeah, it was a huge I gotta say like the people that believed in me before I believed in myself were super key. And we just were a real tight family. We threw our first really small shows at a local theater, and we ended up selling out the second summer. And it was just really awesome. And I would say that was the jump start of it all because I wasn't the best, but it was like you have to with performing, you kind of have to do it to get practice. So that was my way of like us rapping or singing our songs that we had written to each other was practice. Having those own small shows was practice. Like everything was just practice for me. So that was how I started. And then now we're
Yeah, no,
here.
it's definitely you definitely get a lot of strength from being in a group of people who can kind of always give you feedback and stuff. And honestly, I
Yeah.
think it's kind of the same way with interviewing. Like, just the more you do it, like the more, what the first couple ones I did were, super high stress, and I, wasn't really sure what,
Yeah.
but it really does take practice. And now I feel like I got a pretty good foundation. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good to hear. And so you always, you made your way to The Voice,
Yes. Oh my
and
goodness.
made
So,
it pretty far. Made it pretty far too. So
oh,
so can you talk a
that
little bit about what that
experience.
was like?
Yes. So The Voice came about. So this is actually, so this is 2019. We started the whole process for everything in 2018. I would say it was like June. It's like from the very first audition I did to getting on the big screen. But so what happened
Oh,
was I
wait,
got
wait,
an
hold
email.
on, hold on. I just lost connect for a sec. Could you go back?
Oh no, it's okay. Where should I go back to?
Oh, I think 2018 was the last thing I heard.
Yes. Okay. So the whole process takes about 9 months
Yeah.
from like your very first audition to being on the stage. So I actually got an email that I thought was a spam because it was like, "Hey, we're some producers or people from the casting team of The Voice. We would love for you to audition." And I'm like, first of all, how do you know who I am? How do you like? I was like confused. I'm like, is this a scam? So, and I always kind of told myself like, I don't know if I could really be I don't know if I could be on a TV screen and sing like that. So I was kind of going back and forth. I tried to look up some information on the agency, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. Like, what? Why not? So I auditioned. It was actually a callback audition, and um, that got me to an executive audition where I went to LA for a couple of days and auditioned in front of. It was a room full of producers. So then I got past that round, and there's still like the whole way there's still kind of uncertainty, sorry, because you could be cut for different various reasons. It's kind of cutthroat. But I met so many amazing people along the way, and so after I got past that one, then we went back. We're in LA for a month before the blind audition, just preparing. There's just so many things that go on behind the scenes, and then I got on John Legend's team with singing On and On by Erykah Badu, and eventually went to Blake's team, and I ended in the top 13. So that was, I still can't believe that I did that. I really can't. But really the biggest thing that I learned was just how much you can do when you kind of just release fear and try to just push through it, because those like that's it's a huge opportunity, and if I would have never tried, I would have never known how far I would have gotten. So yeah, that was insane.
And I mean, the first step is even just replying to the email. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. What do you think what was like the best or one of your favorite performances that you did on there?
Ooh, I think my favorite performance was definitely when I sung "The Girl from Ipanema." Um,
Great song.
cause thank you. That song, that performance was so. Oh my goodness, that was the first live show. So this is Top 24, and right before we went on, I kind of had this idea at the last minute to grab my. I had this really long ponytail looking thing going on, and I'm like, what if I hold my hair up, like, because this song is singing about this tropical girl or whatever,
Yeah.
and that like deciding to do that and start the song like holding my braid and then dancing across the stage, I think that was like a key thing to kind of set the mood, and it was just a fun performance because I was dancing and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so, but yeah, and the reception clearly pretty good because you advanced it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I noticed with your most recent track, Say It, that
Mm,
it's only available on the Oh My's are on this.
I
Oh,
was just about to say, what's up, y'all?
that's sick. I damn, I've been trying to get in touch with them for a minute. So
Hey, shoot the shot.
that's, yeah, it's all about the networking, man. But I I noticed like with Say It that it's only available to stream on your website, and it's not on like streaming services or like
Yes.
traditional stuff like that. So what went into that decision, and do you think
Okay.
it's like Well, just talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. So this song actually, I when I put it on my website, I thought that I was gonna end up having it everywhere a lot sooner. It is still going to be everywhere, but
Uh-uh.
we wanted to kind of time it out with the music video, and we kind of had some delays with that. Um, and I also recently, okay, I guess no one knows this, but I recently started re-recording the song. I think I have like one really small part to re-record
Yeah.
because I had originally, I wrote the song during Corona time, and I mean, we're still kind of going through that, but when we were quarantined, when we were really, really on lockdown, and I
Yeah.
recorded it in my room. So the vocals, we didn't really want to, because in the intro, if anyone has heard the song, there's so many layers. We were really afraid to re-record it, and because we didn't want to lose its feel. But I finally just, I mean, I actually did try to re-record a couple times, but I finally kind of tried to go back in, and the song is almost done. And also we have some big moves with the video. I don't want to say too much on that, but I'm super excited, and the song should be out everywhere, hopefully within the next month.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know if you had, like some beef with streaming or anything. I wanted to ask. But yeah.
oh, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. Actually, there was that's another part of the reason, because now that as artists we can't perform, we have a lot of our income is not, available. Streaming is kind of, it's so hard to make money there. Like one stream on
Yeah.
Spotify is like less than a penny or something. So when record labels have an artist and they're able to push the songs and get all the advertising, it's easier to get like 1 million streams, which will be like a decent amount of money. But without that, excuse me, there's so many middlemen before we actually get the money, even if you purchase it on Apple iTunes. So
Yeah.
with the website, as an independent artist, that's kind of us taking back our power and being able to see all that money and be able to make more of a profit on our music. Because yeah, like it's awesome to have music on streaming platforms, but what most people don't know is that we really never really see that money. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, the discourse about that has been definitely very eye-opening. I think there's
Mhm.
I noticed that there's like Spotify recently added the feature in the like during the pandemic to like plug the Cash App and stuff to get money directly to
Yes.
you. So
Yes.
we're gonna have we have this whole description at the end, like a link tree type thing. So I can if you want to plug your information to let people know and get
Yeah.
money directly to you, go ahead.
That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Um, yeah. Did you want me to share now or just at the end?
Yeah, go ahead. We got a
Oh,
few
okay.
viewers right now.
Okay. My cash tag is $ Oliv Blu. Super easy to find me. You'll see me. You'll see my face. You should actually see a blue check. I recently found out I was verified on Cash App. I didn't even know that was possible. So,
Man, verified on
hey,
Instagram, Twitter, but Cash App is really when you make it, right?
right? Hey, perks of the voice, perks of being on the show. When I saw, I actually, oh my goodness, I remember when I saw like a blue check on my page, I was not ready. I was like, merch, that's a blue check next to my name. Like, what? I was trying not to freak out, and oh my goodness, yeah, that's still, I still can't believe that I
Oh
have
yeah,
that.
no, of course. I mean, the feeling is crazy, especially if you. Well, I don't know. The feeling is crazy no matter what. Um,
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay.
raise the price. I guess
Mhm. Oh,
that's
yes.
that's what I was looking for. So you're talking about being independent. So like, what role is Loop Theory and Freesole, like, what are they playing in your career?
Oh
Like,
my goodness. First of all, shout out to Navarro. I don't know if he's still in here. Loop Theory has been like right before I was on The Voice. I don't want to show throw any shade to my old manager, but she was someone that I knew personally, and she was in school still, and she's just really in her beginning stages of management. And I wanted to be represented by someone that was more established, um, because it's a serious thing. The Voice is a big thing, so I kind of left her to be able to be with Loop Theory, and it's been beautiful ever since. I actually, when I first became affiliated with Loop Theory, it was kind of more so like, hey, like I just wanted some help in between searching for new management, and I'm very close with one of the co-founders, Kenneth Clare, Disrupt, he's a producer, and Navarro, who's the other co-founder. And really, Loop Theory has helped. so much with behind the scenes things. As an artist, I lose track of things so easily. So Navarro is really good at reminding me and like responding to emails on time, or just a lot sooner than me. And then also just that network. Well, I found out with my friends that were signed that, oh my gosh, there's so much coming out about record labels and all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
past
it's a
year,
hot time for that type of news.
Kanye West is
It's
still in the beans. But I know friends that have been signed, and people from experience have told me that like what's most important is having that team of people that like they're gonna have your back, because it is a scary world. It is a dirty industry. But it can be also very beautiful if you are around the right people. So I'm so thankful for Loop Theory and Free Soul. Is kind of, we've kind, as artists, we're kind of doing our own things now, but we're still a family. So and we don't really have a whole big management situation going on there. That was kind of, we started our own selves, we're running our own selves, and as artists we lost track of trying to keep track of Free Soul. So we're more so on the friend basis, although we do definitely still plan on doing other things. But Free Soul is still the family. We still always support, and like that's just another extension of the network. I would say the biggest benefit is that having all the connections with knowing so many people. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, even Navarro just like communicating with me, tried to get this interview done. It was, very timely, very professional. So yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
good to have the right people in your corner. Absolutely.
Yes. What's
So,
up, Talon? I don't know if
hey,
he's still in here. There goes Talon. Oh my gosh, Talon. I hope you are well. I'm sorry I had to stop this whole interview to acknowledge him.
I sent him a wave.
Talon was on The Voice with me, y'all.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he was. Talon.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so go check him out, please.
Okay, okay. We can maybe add that to the description. Oh.
I miss you too. I miss you too. One thing that the camera did not capture was the we just had such a big bond as contestants, because we saw each other so much more than any coach or anything. Because I mean, the superstars, John Legend and them, we were not really chilling with them. We didn't get to have a whole bunch of time with them.
Yeah.
But as contestants, I guess we were also just a good batch of people, because the producers even said like other seasons weren't as like tight knit as you all, but we're going through this new crazy thing together, and
Yeah.
there wasn't a whole lot of people that were in it to be like, oh no, like I'm gonna win, I'm gonna put hot sauce in your tea or something to try to mess you up. Like we just wanted to see how far we could go, and we were happy to have the friends that we met along the way. So Talent is a voice family that I now have forever. So I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean that's great. I've always, I think everybody who watches those shows, kind of wonder what goes on behind the scenes in terms of like what the atmosphere is like, because there are elements of reality TV in the sense that it's like it has the potential to be an atmosphere that's like super toxic and cutthroat and everyone trying to, get the other
Oh
people. But
yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that actually. So,
Yeah, we those backs.
yeah. I saw that you had done a show like around Promontory Point, is that right? Like on the
Mm-hmm.
south side
Yep.
in like late August, and I must have had something that it's I'm up in Evanston Roger Park, so it's it's a
Ah!
little
Oh
bit of
my
a long way
goodness.
to go. Yeah. So I
Oh, the
didn't make it
connection
out,
got
but
weird for a
I'm
little.
wondering what's up.
The connection got weird for a second, but I'm good now. Are you good?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I mean I can see my.
Uh-oh.
We all good?
Okay, it's coming back.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
We're good. We're good. We're
All right, that's better. So this show at the Promontory, I'm wondering how that was for you, especially in COVID times, and like what you did to kind of make it
good.
work.
Yeah. You know what? It's so crazy. Alfonso just joined the chat. Joined. I don't know if he's still there. He was a drummer in Left Jones, so he was playing drums behind me at that show. But that was honestly, after the show was done, I was like, it was extreme bittersweet feeling, because I was like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, I finally performed in front of actual people for the first time this entire year. But then I'm like, well, when is the next time this is gonna happen? Like this was, oh my goodness, this is my performing is really a form of therapy for me. I remember
Yeah.
like just last year when I was performing a lot more, I could always tell when it had been too long since I performed because there's something that you can't recreate even on the virtual screen, no matter how good it is, about being in person with people and hearing live music. So that was just I tried to soak in every single second of it. I really did.
Yeah. It was the same sort of battle with the people who were planning the Northwestern has this like music festival they put on Dillon
Yeah.
every year, and so that ended up having to be a virtual experience, and it was like just not not
Oh
exactly
my
the
goodness.
same sort of thing. But yeah, it's really cool to see y'all improvising. I mean, people are doing shows at like those drive-ins, but they're really expensive. So
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We're still figuring it out. And speaking about Evanston, by the way, my grandparents live in Evanston, so I am so familiar with that area and also Rogers Park because some people in Loop Theory live up there, and I'm just there all the time because we got a little studio set up. So maybe I'll run into you. I'm actually heading up there tonight later on, so that's
no
funny.
kidding. I will also be here tonight later on. So you had this jewelry line that you started plugging. What was that about? And you got the you featuring it right now, I'm guessing.
Yes, this is a piece. I actually made this yesterday, so this is fresh produce.
Nice, nice.
Not
Has
on
this
my
been
site
like
yet.
is this like a quarantine hobby, or what kind of led to
I,
this?
yes, like yes and no, because I actually, when I was really small, okay, so first of all, my grandma is the first beater. I got to give honor to her
Yeah.
because she used to own, I really can't think of the name of it, but she had her own bead shop. She had a jewelry store, and she still makes jewelry all the time. Shout out to Alex
What's
and
good,
Namesake that joined,
Alex?
and Solo Sam. But no, so my grandma, she used to teach us kind of how to bead when we were younger, and she was always like so amazed by what I used to make, and she always kind of wanted me to. I know she wished that I stuck with it when I was younger, but she maybe knew that it would come back because it did, and she showed me a couple things. And it all started with in December. I wrapped some crystals, like some, and gave it to people as gifts, and then I noticed like, hey, like, cool. Like I actually did a pretty good job. So once quarantine came around and like I'm searching for ways to make money, I kind of that's how I fell back into jewelry making, and it's been amazing. It's been therapeutic for me, and also it's been paying the bills a little bit. It's kind of we still had a rocky start because I haven't launched the full blown website, where you can purchase directly on the site, but it should be up like really really soon within the next couple of days. So exciting things on the way.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to it. I mean, I don't know personally if I'm gonna.
Hey, I got
Maybe I
some.
have some friends that might be interested, but haven't
Listen, I
really.
got some mail pieces coming. I actually
Dude,
just sold. I sold a chain to one of my friends earlier today. I haven't done a whole lot of those, but you might have some jewelry on you soon. You might get a little chain.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. My roommate was just talking about getting his ears pierced, so he has the one. He doesn't know if he's gonna get the second one yet, but he has like a little ring in there. So,
Yeah.
so you have in your artist description. Oh, she said, yeah, somebody in the comments said, hit a note for us.
Ah. I could. Okay, like just one singular note. What we doing?
I don't, maybe you can elaborate on that. I'm not.
Elaborate.
I don't know. That's like when somebody's gonna tell me, like, "Oh, tell a joke." Like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't
Right.
just have anything. Yeah. You had in
What can I?
your okay. We got a couple. We got some demand for the
Yes,
jewelry request, so
Lord.
that's great. In your bio, I think this might have been the about page on Facebook. It was like inspired by all forms of natural beauty and happiness.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah, so that's
goodness.
a very
Yes.
positive messaging. And maybe you can talk about how it relates to your artistry.
Yes. Okay. So actually, when I first started, I used to wear my fro out like all the time. And it was actually part of my journey of self-love. So I cut my hair off in maybe 2017, and I started a natural hair journey, a journey of self-love. And what I learned was that once I was gaining more confidence within myself, other areas were flourishing, and I was like having more confidence to do other things. And I just felt like, wow, like everyone should be able to feel good in their own skin, no matter if it's like you don't have a big butt or the perfect eyebrows for anything. Like what you have is just fine. As long as you're healthy, you are beautiful, and everyone has their own definition of that. So when I first started, I used to always be like, my name is Oliv Blu. There are no E's in my name, but there's a pick in my fro, and I would have a pick in my fro. But I don't have a fro today. Well, of course, I have a pick nearby. I always rock these. I rock these pick earrings a lot when I don't have a pick in my hair. And I'm actually gonna be locking my hair soon. So the pick might have to be retired.
Damn.
It might have to be like a vintage piece. Like I gotta get some pick merchandise out.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was like I've interviewed some artists that were talking about like how when people do like fan art and stuff, they'll like they'll have like a defining feature. So I mean that could have been yours.
Damn.
But
The
that's
pick. We're not gonna give up on the pick. It is still
the
it can
pick will
still
live
be a
on.
necessity. Yes.
So you have, as of now, I mean, I guess because stuff has been happening like fairly recently for you. So you only have a few songs out on streaming right now. So in
Mhm.
terms of a full length project or an EP, anything like that, what's the timeline looking like for that? When can we expect new Oliv Blu?
So I remember when I shot my first EP in December of 2016 on my birthday. That is 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was kind of working on it, like, man, I do not like release dates because they always change. And has, it still remains to be true. And I don't know why there was a long period of time where I had like really bad writer's block. And excuse me, creatively, I just couldn't, I don't know what was missing. Maybe I wasn't having confidence in what I was trying to do.
Mhm.
So I kind of gave up. I've had like a couple different projects that I wanted to do that I kind of let fade, and just wanted a project to be able to come naturally. So I really I can't say when a full length project is gonna come out, but I do have plans of having an EP out soon, like maybe by the end of the year. I don't know how realistic that would be, but there's definitely I've been doing this thing where I really, really want to get a lot more music out. So I've been going to the studio more consistently,
Yeah.
and I need to stop. I have so much stuff that is just it's not done. Like I need to finish just a little bit of it. I have so much stuff. So I am making it a point to get all this stuff out, even if I put some stuff on SoundCloud, because there is stuff that is on SoundCloud that's not everywhere.
Mhm.
So good things, good news in the future. I got some music that I definitely have ready. Like I'm eager to get it out after I get everything done with Say It in the video. So new things soon, hopefully.
Yeah, no, it's of course important for things to come naturally too. I mean, you definitely don't want to put anything out that you feel like is
Yeah.
forced, I'm guessing.
Hmm.
And there was in terms of the song that is still just on the website, Say It. You know how stuff that's been, ooh, we gotta, I'ma hold you to it. So
Yeah. Hey, if you want to send me a beat to help me out, namesake, I'm just saying.
oh,
We might have to.
that's actually good. That's a pretty good segue right there. So you've been rapping or singing over these or kind of like a sing-songy type of thing. I don't know how much rap you incorporate, but it's yeah, more R&B ish. But
Anything on that.
yeah.
I
Um
I actually rapped Brittany Carter's. Fun fact: I actually rapped Brittany Carter's verse at the show
did you?
on. It was August 31st. Yeah, I rapped her verse for both shows, and oh my gosh, so many people told me that I need to do that more. So I actually am gonna venture in the rap world, hopefully soon.
Yeah. I mean, Brittany's definitely got it on lock for Loop Theory, but there's always room for more.
Oh yeah.
She was actually the first guest on this show, so I met up with her out in Blue Island, and so we got to talk.
Mm.
And yeah, She's crazy. She's the she's
Yes,
the
that's my
truth.
sis.
Unbelievable. So how does that so Fall for You, the most streamed song of yours, how did that come together? And
Fall
it,
for
it's
You.
your most streamed, so you think there's like a reason for that?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, oh my goodness, my foot is trying to fall off this thing I got here. But
You got your feet up right now?
yeah, I'm icing my shin because I don't know if I'm afraid to even look at it. It's gonna be a bad
The
bruise.
kickball bruise, yeah.
If you follow my story the next couple of days, I'll definitely update on it. I
I
think it's gonna be bad.
I know there's nothing we'd rather see than progress on the bruise.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But okay, let's focus. Fall for You. Brittany Carter actually wrote that song for me.
Mm,
And funny story about Brittany Carter though is we were actually supposed to work together a long time ago.
mm,
Like I remember, okay, so who is now my boyfriend? He was like, hey, he's a producer, so he was like, hey, like, I think it would be really nice for you and my friend Brittany Carter to do a song together. Like, he just tried to get something going, and it never really happened. But now everything's full circle. Like we're all working together. And Brittany Carter came to me with this song. She said she had been really like she always wanted to write songs for singers, and she showed me the song. I instantly was in love with it. I added my own touch to it, and then
mhm.
we recorded it and did everything we did for it. And then we actually had a lot of roadblocks with this one too. I feel like each song, like when I feel like it's about to come out, I'm like, all right, we're done. Like it's about to be out. Like something crazy will happen and everything kind of gets postponed. So that's kind of how that song was. But I was so happy that we ended up waiting because I think that played a part in the song being a good success, just making sure that it was right. So that was lots of fun.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that's important to tell the impatient fans and stuff. Like you got to get to the finished product. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Because I'll
I didn't know
disappoint you. I'll give a date and I will disappoint.
that's funny as hell. Yeah, I didn't know Brittany wrote like that for singers, but
Yes, she
that's
did.
a good partnership to have for sure. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I am wondering just how the quarantine period was for you and what you were able to do to kind of like keep yourself sane, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So quarantine, I at the time I had just recently started this mentorship job where I would go to the school once a week, and myself along with a team of mentors, we would be work with the students. It was sixth graders at the time, and we worked with them for like 2 hours every Wednesday. And I was supposed to be the voice instructor, and I literally had I think it was two in-person sessions with them, and then after that we went to virtual. And a lot of my girls that I had started with did not join, but that was something that was consistent during quarantine that kind of helped with keeping things a little normal and
Yeah.
having just connect with other people in general. What's up, Jay Wood? I see you. Free soul right there. But so that's how quarantine started. I was mostly just doing that, and in January was right before the quarantine. At the first start of quarantine, I was like writing a lot more, and I was recording demos at my house with the microphone I had, which is no longer here. I usually go to Rogers Park all the time because we have a studio set up there and I can record there. So, um, yeah, I was really just at home writing music, mentoring kids when I could, and then outside of that, just hanging with my brother and playing video games and taking advantage of time with my family.
Yeah, no, it's obviously not an ideal situation for anybody, but getting to spend time with family is,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
definitely a good way to make the
appreciate
most of it.
Yeah, I really appreciated actually being at home because I don't really like to go out too much. So I really appreciated that. But outside of that, not being able to go where you want to go at any time, that was not fun. And then also
Yeah,
nobody like there was no cash flow really going anywhere.
right,
So
right. So who is somebody, I feel like on the family note, I'm wondering who is somebody who's really inspired you whether it's been in like
Ah,
in music or even just in general life.
yeah. Okay, so I instantly think of my twin sister, because when we were in high school, I was in the Gifted Academy, and I had to choose a part of this program. I had to choose between music and art. And at the time, I didn't really see myself doing music. I wanted to be a photographer.
Mm.
So I was photography. I had to drop choir, which I did my first year of high school. And then the next 2 years, I didn't. But my twin was still in choir, and they were singing. And I just, I feel like her technique, because of those years, is a little bit maybe better than mine. Um, and her voice is just so, it's like a softer version of mine. I'm actually really inspired by her because she can write. She can write, man. And she doesn't have a whole lot of, I don't even know if she's put any music out yet, but I can't wait for her to really tap into that because she's a really good writer. But outside of my twin as an inspiration, my dad definitely helped with my music taste. I mean, my dad and my mom, honestly, I just remember listening to music. That's where we all kind of get our music taste from. My dad is a
Yeah,
huge
of
Michael
course.
Jackson fan. And his taste ranged from Michael Jackson to the Beatles and Joni Mitchell. Like I was exposed to a lot of different types of music growing up, so I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean that definitely helps with versatility, and if you want to explore different genres, you know what to
Hmm.
draw from. Yeah, I was just talking with this Philly rapper named Privilege actually, and and he was saying like barely listens to any music just to hone in on his own craft,
Oh
which is,
wow, yeah.
I don't know, I can't really imagine that as an artist. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if you have
that would be
perspective.
hard. There are people that do need that because I know Janae Aiko, she did say in one interview that when she's writing stuff and working on projects, she doesn't listen to anything because she doesn't really want to. I think it's because she wants it to be completely her
Yeah,
and not accidentally hear something in a song and then be want to try to chase what that is versus building from her own what she already has. So I don't know if I could do that though.
it's definitely. I mean, I listen to like 3 4 hours of music a day. It's
Yeah, I need my music.
yeah. Is there anything you would like to add before we sign off here?
Well, okay, did see that someone said asked who what my dream collab would be.
Yeah.
Um, and it's funny I'm bringing up this question, but I actually don't really know my answer. I used to, I actually really would want to work with Ray Shremmer, specifically. Why can I not think of his name right now?
Slim
Sway
Jimmy.
Lee, Sway
Slim Lee.
Lee.
Oh,
No, Sway Lee. I
well, yeah.
actually I I know it sounds crazy. Like you would never think I would say that, but I would actually like to do a song with him. Of course, Chloe and Halle, oh my goodness. I will work with them one day. I am a super fan. I love them so, so much. Like I remember watching them when I was younger on
Mhm.
YouTube. And it's just beautiful to see them blossom into these beautiful young women who are not only singing, but they're like Chloe, I believe she produces a lot of stuff and they're recording themselves, they're playing instruments, and they got their locks. Like they're just their own thing, and I'm just so here for it all. And I love their harmonies. Like Say It, I would say is the first song that I put out that has all the layering and harmonies that I really, really enjoy doing. I guess I have so much music that people haven't heard that I forget. A lot of stuff isn't out, but I really enjoy doing stuff really similar to them. So I would say those are my dream collabs. Of course, Erica Badu, like my all-time favorite inspiration, would be awesome. And Jill Scott, but I think those other two are more realistic for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as Alex Bannon likes to say, just got to manifest it. She's been doing a lot of that,
Hey,
and it's kind of been working for her. So
yes, yes,
definitely
yes.
in the up and up. Okay, there's a okay, one more question. I feel like I'm gonna cut it off after this, but the
Right. And
ultimate,
I didn't hit my note.
yeah, the ultimate goal as an artist and person overall.
Ooh, okay. So my ultimate goal, I would say, I would say is to just really learn how to live in unconditional love, not only for myself, but for others and for people that are hard to love, because that's those are the people that who usually need the most love. Um, and I know that like money doesn't, okay, I would like to live very comfortably. That is a goal of mine. But money isn't something that I would say like makes me happy. It actually causes me more stress than happiness. So like within that, I just really no matter how much money I have, no matter where I am, I just want to be able to live in unconditional love and be able to share that to others, because that's always been, I just want to make people happy. I just want to shine that love. Like if you're having a bad day, it's all good. Let me just be that smile that brightens your day. That's all I want. So yeah.
Yeah, not surrounding yourself with the right people, I think, is really important right now. Like in terms of getting
Yes.
positive energy, I mean, especially like coming back to campus right now at Northwestern, it's like, you're trying to like limit who you're able to see just because,
Yes.
you don't know who could have COVID, anything like that.
Yes.
So that's a good
And then you're
message.
paranoid.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Okay, so I feel like you do have to hit the note. TC's insisting.
okay, so my go-to song is usually my audition song, which was On and On. And again, that actually my audition tape, the whole thing never was showed on TV. So I guess I was saying just I really don't know how this is gonna come out.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna sing a little bit. Oh my, I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone. Too much to do to see. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Ooh, on and on, on and on. My cypher keeps it moving like a rolling stone. On and on, and on and on. Like on and on and on and on, going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Moving on and on and on and on. Yeah, and on. And that's my on the spot song for y'all. I chopped it up real quick. So yeah, and that's the song that got me on John Legend's team. Thanks for the fire emojis. Oh, I don't know if the connection's getting messed up. Can you hear me? Oh no. Can y'all hear me? Uh-oh. Somebody comment what's going on.
All right. Yeah. Man, I mean, I'm hearing you right now in my like on the
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you now. Got the first half of it, like at least. I don't know what Brandon and Lauren and others heard, but phenomenal.
Okay, I can hear you.
Brandon
The
said the
connection got
fires
messed
singing ruined the connection.
up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That was on the spot, y'all. I have some cover songs that hopefully I did a cover series on my Instagram page. Hopefully I'll get that going soon if you guys want to hear some more singing. But yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. Throw some spontaneous shit out there. It is beautiful work.
Yes.
Man, they're gassing you up tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please take that inspiration, because that could be the difference in like the trajectory of your whole life.
Shit. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's the
The
goal.
connection.
That's the goal. So Oliv Blu, very nice talking. This is for the Real Ones podcast with Project FILO. Olive on her socials.
Thanks for having me. The
Am I
connection is
coming
still
through?
it's going in and out, but I think it's coming back.
We good? Yeah. So, I mean, if I can get to you, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciated it. Hope we can stay in touch and keep up with Loop Theory, keep up with Freesole, and just Olive in general, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had a lot of different viewers and stuff, and looking
Yeah.
forward to see what's next for you. And yeah, this has
Yeah.
been an interview for the Real Ones podcast with Project FILO.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you to all the people in the chat being so participative. And yeah, enjoy your night.
Yeah, we appreciate
Enjoy
the
your weekend.
participation,
Friday.
and maybe see you in Evanston sometime. Who knows?
Yes. Hey, I'll let you know.
Have a good one, Olive.
All right. Peace.
That was our interview with Oliv Blu. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you to Loop Theory. Thank you to Freesole. Thanks to Navarro for helping set this up. And man, that was really solid. We got her for almost an hour, probably the longest interview we've had yet. Stay tuned for the condensed version on the Real Ones podcast with Project FILO. You can search that on Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts. But yeah, it's been Ben Moscow, and y'all have a good night.